Agent with eXp Realty, and today I'm going to touch on a topic that I know a lot of people get confused about when they're about to purchase new construction. And so, if you would love to hear more of good real estate information, please subscribe, like, and share this video. Well, let's dive in. New construction basically is a property that is not built yet, and they're just going to start breaking grounds and building something that you've gone into a builder's office to select and choose and say, this is what I want. Okay, so you're basically the first person that's going to be living in that home. So if you're buying new construction, okay, I know that most people will go to, the builder's office and see that there's an agent in the office, and they say, oh, well, I guess this person can help me. Well, honestly, some people don't just go in and just decide, oh, I don't want to work with a buyer's agent. They think because there's an agent in the office, well, that agent is going to also look out for their best interest. It's not like that. The agent sitting in the builder's office is representing the builder, who is also the seller. And you are the buyer. So it is very, very important that you can hire the service of a buyer's agent. Okay. And the good thing about hiring a buyer's agent when you're buying new construction is that you do not pay the buyer's agent anything, any commission, depending on which state you are and what circumstances. Okay. But most of the time, almost 98% of the time, the builder pays the buyer's agent their commission. So this is something that the builder already has set up. Okay, this goes to the buyer's agent, this goes to that. And so if you do not have someone representing you, thinking, well, I can't incur that cost, or I don't want to pay whatever commission, then you're missing out, because that builder is still going to keep the money to themselves regardless. They're not going to give it to you, because new construction, most builders do give incentives, which is always a catch, but it has nothing to do with the buyer's agent's commission. It will really not change anything. And so go ahead and get yourself a buyer's agent. Here is one of the reasons why you need a buyer's agent. Agents do work with several different builders, okay? And so they have inside information on which builder does what, or okay, looking at my buyer, which builder would be the best fit for them, especially when it comes to what they're looking for, okay? And so you might just be out there looking at builders and going in and seeing that, oh my gosh, this house is new, it's nice, but it doesn't serve the needs for my family. Excuse me. Um, and so if you have an agent, the agent already, usually we do have a consultation when we meet you and go over everything, your needs and preferences. So right from there, I do know that, okay, this builder will be the best because they do these kind of houses. Oh, well, the buyer says, I want bricks, I want that. Okay, well, who does a lot of bricks? Well, this builder does it, because there are some builders that do not use bricks at all. And so if you have a buyer's agent, it saves you time in, scouting and going all over the place looking for houses that you might end up not wanting. The agent might narrow it down so that you go straight to which builder serves your needs. Also, agents do know builders that do crappy work. And there are builders that you can move into the house in a year, everything will come tumbling down. Okay, agents, we know who those builders are. So if you came to me, I'm definitely not taking my client to a builder like that, because I do not want my client blowing up my phone after a year and say, oh my God, Winnie, look at what happened to this house. I just paid for this house. And listen, it's really horrible when you buy a new construction with the mentality that, oh my God, it's new construction, I'm probably gonna live in for 20 years before anything breaks down. It's not like that, okay? So you need to get a buyer's agent that will take you to a good builder, okay? At least a builder that can let you sit in for a while before things come tumbling down. So that all these things are points that are very important for you to know. Another point is the lender. Usually, build new construction builders, they will more or less coerce you to use their lenders because it's an easier, easier on the transaction. It's easy transition, easier collaboration, whatever. However, you really do not have to use the builder's lender. It's you know there may be penalties if you don't use their lender. You may lose incentives or whatever. But let's say the builder's lender is giving you a high interest rate, and you have a buyer's agent that recommends a lender that's actually going to give you a really low interest rate. The $5,000 incentive that you might lose will really not come close to the amount of money you save on the interest rate. Okay, and so real estate agents, they do know which lender will be ideal for you. Let's say you're not even using builder's lender and you're looking for random lenders, and you decide I'm going to try three different lenders. Buyer's agents would know if you really have to do all three, and they can know that, okay, this lender can service this mortgage for you, and that will be a good deal for you. So it saves you time. It saves you the hassle of having your credit pulled here and there. Even though, mortgage hits, are not really bad hits, they say, but it's still a hit. Okay, you can lose like 9 points of your credit just for that. And imagine going through that, losing 9 points of your credits and ending up not getting the loan anyway because you really didn't use the correct lender. That really will not be good, and it will put a lot of stress on you for the process that hasn't even started. So it's good to get a realtor because they all have information. I have a group of lender friends that I use, and most of the time I'm able to go to them and say, hey, can you do this for me? Can you do that? Can you do that? They're not trying to breach any laws, but everybody relates to their customer and people that brings them business regularly. So you need a realtor in your corner to direct you to the correct lender. Okay, a buyer's agent will hold your hand throughout the process, be in constant communication. Well, I'm always in constant communication with my clients. If I don't answer my phone or text back, it probably wouldn't take more than 30 minutes to get back. That means I'm really, really, really in a place where I can't answer. And most agents are like that, okay? Most agents. But so the buyer's agent will hold your hand throughout the process, explain every stage of the process to you, and take out every kind of doubt and worry that you may have. Listen, this is a huge investment. This is one of the biggest investment that you may have to purchase in your lifetime. You want to get it right. You don't want to be stressed. You want that buyer's agent to absorb all the stress before it gets to you. And so it's good to have a buyer's agent. They will explain the process, the vocabs, and the terms that you may not understand. Because I've had situations where buyers may not know that they are responsible for paying for appraisal, they are responsible for paying for inspection. They may not know that. And so if you have an agent, they will explain the process to you. You'll be well prepared ahead of time. The builder's agent and salesperson is not going to be picking up the phone and try to explain to you what an appraisal is or what an inspection is. You know what I mean? They're there to represent the seller. The builder, who's the seller. The builder has them on their payroll. So do not fully depend on the builder's salesperson or the agent in the office thinking that they're going to look out for your best interest. If you have a buyer's agent, they're going to question the contract, review the contract, ask for warranties, ask what is where. People can omit things when they're putting things together. So if you have an agent to double check for you, it's good for you, and it's going to save you a lot of trouble and a lot of money in the long run. So this is why I think you need a buyer's agent. If you have a real estate question, any real estate question at all, if you have any concerns, even if you have an ongoing transaction and something is not clear, feel free to reach out to me. My number is rolling on the screen. Email me, text me, whatever, and I definitely will be happy to help you out. Thank you for watching, and I hope that you watch the next video. Please subscribe, like, and